What's going on, guys? This is Audible, and just wanted to make a quick recording about my current state of mind in regards to streaming content. And truth be told, I've already recorded this once, and when I initially recorded it, it was a lot of self-loathing, even though it wasn't intended to sound like that. It kind of came out like that. So I just wanted to record this again just to be even more clear about how I am thinking about content creation as a whole, what it means for me, what it means for you guys as viewers. And also, I don't want to lose any of the transparency and vulnerability of what I'm going to say about it all. But I want to be very clear that, first and foremost, I do not intend to stop streaming. I don't intend to stop content creation as a whole. There is a sense that I may need to take a break, though. And I'm going to explain a little bit why and how I feel the way I feel in regards to content creation and gaming as a whole. So, long story short, I feel like I have been way too hard on myself. And the reason I've been way too hard on myself is because I've been somewhat self-centered in how I approach content creation. And what I mean by that is when I look at specific numbers, analytics, when I look at how well videos do, when I look at current or concurrent viewership on Twitch, when I look at my peak viewership on Twitch, things like that, I get somewhat discouraged because you guys may not realize it, but I've been streaming and doing content creation since 2017. That's 7 years that I've been grinding at this, just trying to grow, trying to be a good entertainer. And I feel like I have gone nowhere. And it's starting to feel like the grind is not worth the fruit that's coming from the content creation and from the gaming side of things. And while I am very, very, very grateful for everybody that checks out my content and shows up to my streams and things like that, I'm eternally grateful for that. And that's what makes me keep going, is the fact that there's people that do enjoy my content and consume my content, things like that. While I do enjoy that, I don't enjoy the just being stagnant for so long. And it almost feels like I'm beating my head against a wall. And really, I should be doing this for the joy of gaming. I should be doing this for just the experience, and have that experience be shared with other people. But the problem is that I am self-centered in a way that I'll look inward, and I'm very critical of myself. So when I play a video game, if I can't beat a boss, if I can't beat something in general, I criticize myself. I get upset with myself, not necessarily at the game. It may come out that way. It may come out like I'm upset with the game, but really, I know deep down that it's a lot to do with my ability to make the right button presses to beat said boss. Or if it's multiplayer, it comes down to my ability to process the situation, make the right moves, make the right adjustments, make the right button presses to win the game. So when I die in a game, whether it's multiplayer or whether it's a single player game, every time I die, every time I don't succeed, I take it out on myself mentally, subconsciously, consciously. I take it out on myself. Whenever I don't do good streaming, whenever I don't do good with a video, I take it out on myself. And it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing that I'm going through that I have to change. I have to change my mindset. And I don't know if that means taking a break from gaming. I don't know if that means taking a break from content creation, or if that means just going into those things with a different mindset, or not grinding so much, or not caring so much about analytics and about numbers and things like that. Because listen, I can tell you how a video is going to perform now before I even upload it to YouTube, because I'm so invested in the analytics of things. And every once in a while, I'll get like this outlier video that does really well, and it gives me a dose of dopamine, gives me a dose of endorphins whenever it does well. But the fall from grace whenever a game that I review, or a game that, or video doesn't do well, like it really causes damage to my self-esteem. And not because the game was that bad or whatever. It's just because I cannot handle losing. I'm such a sore loser. I'm a terrible sore loser. And it comes down to pride. It comes down to looking inside to perform, to win. I look to myself to make my content great, to grow my channel, to grow my content, to grow my community. I look inside myself to do all that stuff, thinking that I am enough, when in all actuality, what happens is I end up thinking that I'm not, because of the lack of growth, because of the fruit of my labor is not what I expected to be. It degrades my self-worth. But I can't be like that. When I make content, when I game, I can't look at that and allow that to steal my joy. I have to just play what I want to play, have fun with it, and just put content out if I want to, and just let it go. And, a lot of this comes back to my spirituality, and just praying and asking God to lead me in the right direction. And even to the point where, hey man, listen, is this for me? Is content creation for me? Is this something that I need to invest so much time in? I've been asking God that question here lately, and quite frankly, the feeling I'm getting back is just, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not worth all the stress. And maybe that's common sense, because I put so much energy, and you guys don't realize, like, I put so much energy and time into thinking about what's the next video, what's the next game I'm going to stream, putting clips on TikTok and putting shorts on YouTube. I put so much energy in those things, and I do those things, and I'll look around while I'm grinding, I'm doing all this stuff. For example, on Threads, I see so many people that, you know, stream, 6 months. I've been streaming for 6 months and I'm partner now. And I've been doing this, that, and the third. And I got 500 followers on Twitch and I've hit 1,000 followers on YouTube. And here I am. And I've been streaming, doing content creation for 7 years straight. And I am where I started when I first started. As much work as I've put into it, it can be very depressing for me. But that's the thing. That stuff shouldn't depress me. That stuff shouldn't affect how I feel towards gaming, and it shouldn't affect how I feel towards other people and towards myself. So I'm struggling. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm struggling to find joy in gaming, period. I'm struggling to find joy in content creation because I'm struggling with my self-worth. I'm struggling being able to win. Like, life is a game itself, and I'm just trying to win. And a lot of times I feel like I'm just losing. And that's why I'm considering just taking a little break. Not taking things so seriously. Or just streaming when I can or when I feel like it, gaming when I feel like it, taking things slow. Because, originally I wanted this to be a career. I wanted it to be, like a second source of income, almost like a second job. Like I just wanted it to be something fun that I could do that can help fund my hobby in gaming, as well as just help my family in general. I wanted to meet new people and grow and just find something that just means a lot to me, a goal, just something that's my own, that I can grow. But I'm learning now, and I'm understanding now that a lot of this, as far as success and streaming and content creation, some of it's up to just being in the right place in the right time. Some of it's due to finding yourself within the content and people aligning with that. But it's a lot to do with how people feel about you and the content that you bring. It's never up to the person making the content. It's not up to me. And I have to take myself out of it. The only way for my content to grow, to be better, or to even exist, is just for me to take myself out of it, remove myself out of it, so that I'm not so sensitive to it. I truly believe that people can sense the frustration sometimes in my streams and in my content. They can sense when I'm not having fun. It's awkward. It's it's weird vibes. And people will leave the stream in a heartbeat if they sense that. People will click off the YouTube video if they sense that. There's a lot of people that will listen to this very audio that would have clicked off of this before they even got to this point. And that's fine. And I'm not owed anything. Let's just be clear. I'm not owed anything. I shouldn't be expecting anything, because that's I don't know, I guess that's somewhat prideful in itself. Nobody owes me anything. Nobody's obligated to come by the stream. Nobody's obligated to click on the video. But yet and still, I cannot be so connected to the outcome of this stuff. I can't be so dedicated to certain games that it hinders my ability to have a higher self-esteem, or it degrades my self-esteem more by losing or by whatever. It's making me too frustrated. So all I'm saying is that I need to work on myself. I don't know what that entails. I don't know what that means. But I know what makes me feel down. I know the things that affect me negatively, and I got to remove that stuff, or I got to change my heart towards a lot of things. And just come to a realization that, maybe difficult games aren't for you. Maybe multiplayer is not for you. Maybe it's easier going games like Animal Crossing, like Stardew Valley. But really, again, it doesn't come down to the game. It comes down to having an ability to have some self-awareness, to dig down deep in the root cause of things and to figure out what is causing low self-esteem, what's causing some of these feelings that I have whenever I don't succeed in beating a game, or don't succeed on YouTube when I post things, or on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever. There's a root cause to it, and I need to address it. I need to have that internal battle with myself. So what's that mean for you? What's that mean for you guys? I don't know yet. I do appreciate the people that follow my content, the people that follow my channels and things like that. I don't know when the next time I'll stream. I say that it's probably going to be this week sometime. So just know that I'm not saying I'm going to stop streaming. I'm not going to stop doing content. I'm not going to stop doing YouTube content. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about doing a Gears review, Gears E-Day trailer review, whatever. There's a lot of stuff that Xbox dropped today that I would like to look at, but in review. But really, I just need time. I need time to reassess. I need time to really think about why I do what I do, and let go of having so much ownership over trying to be successful in this field. So I need to let go and let whatever happen. just put the content out there and let it go and see what it does. But with that being said, I I'm struggling. I'm struggling with this. And it's hard to be vulnerable, but sometimes you have to be vulnerable and speak the truth and confess it to really have a, sometimes you have to do that to really know where you're going. Sometimes you have to know who you are to know where you need to go. So anyway, that's all I need to say. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching if you're on YouTube. And just send prayers and good vibes my way. That's all I ask. If you want to follow, if you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. But yeah, thank you for listening, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.